Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Friday. I don't know what day it is. I think it's the 7th or something like that. I'm not sure. But it's Friday. So, happy Friday. So here we go. So, it's going to be a very big day over here at Brown's Rod and Custom. Hoping to finish the Miata today, see where that goes. And hoping to get the original cab corner and inner cab corner cut out of the 58 Apache, and the new ones at least mounted in and set ready to be welded in. And we may or may not cut out that rear floor section on the Apache so we can take it over to the metal fab place. I don't think they're open on the weekends, but if we can get over there today, we'll go get it done. Now, I think I have everything I need for the Miata, except for my wrinkle red paint, which is coming today from Amazon. And that's for the valve cover. We're doing VHT wrinkle red on the valve cover. First time ever doing that, so it should be fun. I'm going to bring you along for that, show you how I'm going to do it. From what I understand, I bought some high heat primer, so I'm going to take the valve cover, I'm going to scrub it. Okay, take the gasket off, all of that. And then I'm going to tape everything up, and then I'm going to prime it with the high heat primer, and then I'm going to let that dry for a bit, and then we'll hit it with the wrinkle red, which from what I understand from YouTube videos and stuff, watching guys do this, you have to put it on very heavy, almost to the point of running it. It's got to be thick. And then you take a heat gun and go over it and watch it start wrinkling. Right, so we'll try that, see what happens. Or you put it in the oven and bake it. We might try that too. I don't know. We'll see where it all goes. But anyway, that's what's happening today so far. So right now it's about 7:30. I just picked up Megan from the hospital in Trinity. She's in there sleeping, thank God. And I'm just going to start working. So I'm going to set up the camera, let you watch me move a bunch of cars around. I got to move the van, I got to pull the thing out. I'm going to move the Miata, spin it around, get it to where I can, it's facing the right direction, where I can at least get to all the engine stuff. And then we'll go through that, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do on the Miata. And then when Ron gets up, because he's still asleep, we'll start bringing Apache content. Stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, welcome back to Project Miata. So what we've got here is a slew of maintenance things we're going to be doing to this engine. It's a 1.6 liter 16 valve dual overhead cam Mazda. I did spin the car around this morning just to have it in the right direction so I can get to everything. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to take this radiator hose off. Okay. I've got a new radiator hose. I've got a new thermostat and thermostat gaskets and O-ring and all that. I have a new thermo switch. This sensor here controls this fan. Okay, so if this goes bad, which on the bottom of this, I'll show you here. So you can see that is the same thing. So on the bottom here, this wears down and then doesn't allow the fans to kick on. So thank you, YouTube, for helping me figure that out. So whether that fixes our problem or not, not sure, but that's definitely the place I'm going to start. If it's not this and it's not the relay and fuse, then we might just have a bad fan, but we'll figure all that out. But I was going to start here because I was taking all this off anyway. So radiator hose, upper rad hose for now. If I get into it too deep, I might do a lower. We'll see where that goes. But upper radiator hose, thermostat, thermo switch, get all this back together. Then I'll probably start it up, let it get warm, and see if the fans kick on, right? And then turn it off, and I'll probably run to the hardware store, buy some hardware to finish bolting down all these fans, the coolant reservoir, all the things that don't have bolts on it that should. And then when I get back and get done with all of that, I will remove the valve cover, the plug wires, the spark plugs, the coil pack back here, the PCV, and the PCV gasket, okay, or grommet, all right? All of that's going to get replaced. I've got all that new sitting on the table over here. I'm going to take this valve cover, I'm going to scrub it good, and then I'm going to prime it with VHT flame-proof primer. It's a high heat primer. And then I'm waiting on a package from Amazon, which is going to be the VHT Wrinkle Plus red. So it's a wrinkle red paint. So we're going to paint this valve cover wrinkle red and see how that goes. That'll be fun. First time ever doing that, so that'll be interesting. But I'll bring all that to you. Basically, we got to paint it on heavy and then take a heat gun and sit here and heat it up until the paint starts to wrinkle. And then you just work your way around, which is interesting. It's new. Or you put it in the oven. So we'll see where that goes. But definitely something we'll be doing. We're going to be looking for some things once we get this valve cover off. I want to make sure the timing belt's tight. Everything kind of looks decent in there. Just kind of do a general bill of health inspection on it and see where we're at. And kind of go from there. So stay tuned. I'll bring all this to you step by step, and we'll do it together. And we'll see where it gets and see what happens. Hopefully by the end of this, the valve cover won't leak. It'll be wrinkle red. It'll have a new radiator hose because this one I think is the original and it's crunchy. The fan will turn on. This one turns on with the AC. But this one here doesn't turn on at all, and I need it to turn on. So if we can get those things to work, little Miata might just be about done. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the trunk. Hit it with some pours in a couple spots, pour 15, and then I've got a, here I'll show you here, hold on. Here's what we got over here. I bought this duplicate trunk paint. It's kind of black with a green speck in it, which I thought, it kind of works, right? I mean, yeah, we'll try that. Here's the primer for the valve cover. Here's a thermo sensor, thermostat gasket, or housing gasket, the O-ring, new thermostat, PCV valve, grommet for the PCV that goes in the valve cover, new valve cover gasket, Velcro, and some anti-seize for the plugs in the thermostat housing bolts when I go to put them back in. So that's where we're at. I've got some other parts in here still that I got to pull out, plug wires, plugs, stuff like that. But
Yeah, this should look really different here soon, guys, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So here's what we got. The valve cover to the 1991 Mazda Miata, Project Miata. This is one of the special things we're doing for Eden, so Eden, I hope you like this. Hope it turns out good. So I've cleaned the valve cover, I've degreased the valve cover, I've wiped it down, it's ready to go. I've got everything taped off, got little rags in the holes that need to be sealed up. First thing I'm going to do is a coat of VHT flame-proof primer. It's a maximum adhesion for all high heat applications, 1300 to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, not that this is ever going to get that hot, but I wanted something that would at least hold up to some heat, and it's the same brand, so that helps. So we're going to put a couple coats of this on first, and then we're going to get the VHT Wrinkle Plus Red. Okay, so this will be a wrinkle red valve cover. Just think a like a Honda Civic with a red valve, a red Type R valve cover, right? That's going to kind of be what we got going on. So let's do some primer, see where we get, see how this looks, and we'll go from there. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. I want to first off apologize for not getting you a whole lot of footage today. I absolutely meant to, but then we just kind of went. Things were going and going good, and I was more afraid to stop than to film. So, good news. Lots of things happened to the Apache. I'll show you that here in a second. I think you got some of that, I think. But a whole lot of things got done to the Miata. It is done. Project Miata is complete, well, phase one. So let me go over what we did and what we ended up finding here. So check this out. Project Miata, 1991 Mazda Miata. This is Edden's baby. Here's what we did. First and foremost, I painted the valve cover wrinkle red with VHC wrinkle red. Okay, new valve cover gasket, new plug wires, new coil pack, new PCV gasket. Okay, or grommet. All right. Went ahead. If you remember, all these fans were loose because all the hardware was missing. I went and bought stainless steel hardware. Fans are bolted down. Coolant overflow tank is bolted down, all three, like it's supposed to be. It no longer wobbles and jiggles. Throttle body is cleaned. Spark plugs have been replaced. They needed it. Air filter's been replaced. Upper radiator hose has been replaced. Coolant sensor, okay. This was not my issue though, but it needed to be changed. The other one was really showing some signs of wear. I put a new thermostat and thermostat gasket in it. Topped it off on coolant. And my issue was actually over here. It was the fan relay right there. That's what my issue was. Just took Megan for a ride. And Eden, she loves your car. Your surrogate mother loves your car. She loves it. I really like the red valve cover. I think it just pops with this green. I've been wanting to do this. I did not tell Eden that I was going to do this. This is something I just hope that he likes. We also topped off the brake fluid. We're a little low there. I topped off the washer fluid, and the washer fluid squirter wasn't working. I was looking and it was unhooked right here. So I hooked it back up and now it works. And I know that because when I sit in this, my head's about here. And my wife's like, yeah, try it. So I squirted it and squirted myself right in the face. So it works. So Eden, you got wipers now. And wiper fluid. Now, all the suspension brakes are done. We did all urethane bushings on everything, including the rear differential, the upper and lower control arms, front and rear, the rear knuckle. We also painted the calipers red. We painted all the suspension. Went through and pour 15'd any rust that I saw and undercoated the wheel wells and most of underneath to about here. I pour 15'd with gloss black the subframe or K-member under this. In the front, what else? I have a tail light out that I got to figure out. I'm going to deal with that tomorrow. But other than that, I did the trunk, which you can't see at the moment, but I will bring that to you in a minute. I'll find a way to get a light in there. It turned out amazing. The trunk looks fantastic. If you guys ever go to, is it buried in there? It is. All right, so I was at O'Reilly's. And I was looking for something to coat the trunk with once I used the Pour 15, right? And what I came up with is they had a trunk paint, a duplicate color trunk paint, okay? And it was black with little green and white specks in it, okay? So I picked up a can. Man, it looks good. It sprays good. It's the shit. You guys need to use that on your trunks. It looks like a new car, which is incredible. So yeah, all of those things are fixed. Car's running great. Headlights are new. I mean, we did a lot. The window seals on the doors, those are new. Things that still need to be done. We need to put an exhaust on this car. I believe this car needs a short shifter. Okay. I believe this car needs better tires, stickier tires, so it doesn't kill them. Because what happens in this is the car has way more suspension than it does tire grip, right? And so you can aggressively drive this, but the tires are going to give up on you before and shoot you into a wall before the actual car does, right? So the suspension, it's got all the suspension you ever needed. But it just doesn't have the tires at the moment. So I think that's something next. Exhaust, short shifter, tires, I would love to see him upgrade the sway bars, front and rear. I think we need new seats. These are shot. We definitely need a new top. This top is shot. Not a huge deal. We need a steering wheel. And for the love of God, we need a radio and some good speakers. That needs to happen in here. So there's things still to do. But I think we've checked a lot of boxes. We put all the parts that he had on it. And the car runs and drives and does all the things it's supposed to really, really well. And I'm really happy with that. So, Eden, we love you, man. We hope you like it. I'm going to try to get it to you in the next couple days. And I might actually drive it to you, buddy. But yeah, we no longer have oil leaks. We no longer have coolant leaks. We no longer... the fans work now, both of them. We just verified that. I was hooting and hollering here in the garage because I've been fighting this damn fan right here for the better part of the day. And I thought this coolant temp switch here would fix it because that's what turns on the fans. No. And then it needed it, but that wasn't the issue. And then we tested here with a jump box and actually turned on the fan, so we knew the fan was good. So then it came over here and I thought, all right, it's my cooling fan relay. The fuse was good. Next thing's the relay. That's what we did. So, Ed and buddy, I hope you like her. She's she's in a really good place right now. So, take care of her. And that's going to be it for Project Miata. And here we go. Project 1958 Chevy Apache. So, Big Ron cut out the inner and outer cab corner today. And you guys can see, you know, there's a little bit of work to do. I got to do some scraping and all the things up in here and whatnot, but it's getting there. We got the new body mounts on, cab mounts. So that's happening. So tomorrow, other than buying a brake light bulb for the Miata and putting it in, and I'm going to give it a bath and vacuum it out. Other than that, I'll be in here working with Ron on the 58 Apache from this point forward, which is exciting. I want to work on the Apache. I really enjoyed the time on the Miata. It was fun. Took me back to my childhood, you know, my teenage years and my early 20s building Hondas and imports. They're just fun. They're not fast, but they're fun. And that was awesome. But really just need to get back to what we do, right? And this is what we do. So this is where we're at, boys. All of this has to get welded in. The floor, all of these panels here, this here. We still got to cut this out and go and get it made. But before we do that, we want to get the cab inner and outer cab corner in just to make sure this is all tight. It's got some strength before we do that. And then I got to get in here with the Bauer and with the DA and a hand sander and get all of this shit off of here and get this cab inside and outside ready for prime, the first prime, the dash and everything else. We kind of got to get it where it needs to be. So stay tuned for all that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early, right back on it. And tomorrow should be primarily 58 Apache. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Please like and subscribe, guys. Have a good one. Happy Friday night.